Wholesome. Having or suggesting good health, behavior, and morals, or arousing pleasant, sentimental feelings. Someone that does not embody wholesomeness would be Twitter/X artist Wholesome Orenji. Orenji primarily draws smaller, younger characters, sometimes from different series like Pokemon, Legend of Zelda, or Little Witch Academia. More often than not, though, they just do original characters, who are typically plastered with a smug, shit-eating grin.
I do not like this painting, Charlie. Smug aura mocks me. It's evil, Charlie.
To get the obvious out of the way, yes, Orenji almost exclusively does lolly art. Yes, a lot of it is not safe for work or ecchi. No, they don't draw actual existing people. And no, I don't care about drawings that don't hurt anyone. As long as you don't hurt real kids, I don't care. Have at it. Back on topic, Orenji's art is overall fairly simple, with pastel colors, nondescript backgrounds, and cute designs. Leaning stylistically more towards Moe Blob, they almost always draw females, except for the handful of times they didn't. Look at this guy. Incredible. When I look at Orenji's art on Twitter, as opposed to Pixiv or Pawu, I feel like it walks this weird line of being degenerate and being cute. Depending on how much anime brain rot you have, it will definitely affect how you view their art. You're probably already infected if your favorite character is someone like Rebecca, Ilya, or Megumin or something. You're done. You're cooked. To me, teetering that line of cute and degenerate is in of itself weird, but interesting in how that works. A lot of anime in general plays with that concept and we just brush it off as viewers, but Orenji's art makes that idea more straightforward. I can't imagine Orenji intended to do that, but that's just my overthinking brain at work. While they have a decent following, most people probably know Orenji from their more meme works. One particular sussy meme they drew is called Anatomy of a Gamer. The meme depicts an exaggerated caricature of a gamer, a backpack filled with Doritos, a Nintendo Switch in a pocket, video game soundtracks in the headphones, and I'm sorry, what does that say? Does that say Child GF? For good and bad reasons alike, this meme blew up and spurred an outpour of artists to do their own versions. Characters from anime, video games, and other random VTubers were used in this silly template. I really don't know why this meme blew up as much as it did. It's nothing crazy novel or anything, but I do have a few guesses though. Maybe it's the very, very sus usage of the word child instead of lolly. I mean, Jesus Christ. I know it's obvious in most cases, not all, but in most cases, a lolly is a child in an anime. So it's kind of like Orenji just said the quiet part out loud. Anime in general seems cool with normalizing looting lollies, and like I said, we've all just kind of shrugged and said, that's just anime, huh? I mean, holy, look at how many different drawings from different series people did with this template. Is it anime's fault? Is it our fault? I don't know. This sounds like a chicken or the egg type of deal with no real answer. Regardless, I think because this meme is so ludicrously upfront that people found it funny, leading them to ironically and unironically jump on the trend. Another possibility it got as big as it did is because the meme jokes about the very unfortunate truth that in a lot of gaming communities, grooming, while not common per se, seems to be prevalent. Whether it's any more or less than other communities is beyond me, but as someone in this sphere, I certainly hear about it more than I'd like. Truly a gamer moment. The last possibility the meme got as big as it did is that it's just a cute drawing. Simplicity is king, and Orenji is good at doing simple faces, and this silly little shit's got a good one. Yes, she is cute and funny. Cue the crying emojis. So cool. Thank you for that. What's less funny is that this meme got Orenji's Twitter/X account temporarily suspended. It's not super clear what rule they exactly broke either. I mean, the drawing itself isn't visually explicit in any way. If I had to guess the problematic part, it's probably definitely the word child. To me, I think this drawing is obviously not a call to action to get a real lolly GF, nor is it condoning them. There's clearly layers of irony in this stupid meme that seems to have been lost in translation, but whatever. This isn't the only meme of Orenji's that's gotten big either. We've got Smug Cube, plenty of things to do with that. Yeah. We've got Petite vs. Lolly VTubers. Nice. Good amount of fan art there. And we've got Virgin Stacy versus Chad Virgin. Yeah, they've definitely found their market, huh? And with that, I think we've covered the main bulk of Orenji's popular Twitter content. It's mostly smug lollies in somewhat questionable attire and poses, sprinkled with memes. It's aight. Of course, there's so much more than this. If you've seen any of my previous Twitter Spotlight videos, which you should go and watch if you haven't seen all of them, I always like to go a little bit deeper in the latter half. Gimmick artists always seem to have more to say, and this one's no exception. I did my research, and already established that a lot of Orenji's works are not safe for work, ecchi, or oozing with jokes and irony and stuff. But there's another type of drawing they do that I hadn't touched on, and I'm kind of in love with it. Wholesome Orenji's art has the capacity to be two things: genuinely wholesome and intensely expressive. Knowing the irony-laden drawings and lewds they do, I can't say I was expecting that. But just look at some of these pieces I'm showing here. At least to my untrained, non-artist eyes, these feel like they were made by a completely different person. Orenji has always played with pastel colors and simpler designs, but they seem to come out more with these in a way that's markedly different. It almost certainly has to do with the difference in tone, subject, and theme, but because those things are different, Orenji's cuter art style better emphasizes it. They feel thoughtful and curious, playful but honest. I have no idea if those descriptors make any sense, but it's the sense I get from these drawings. And those are just the more wholesome ones. There's a ton of sketches that they've posted too. They're obviously not as detailed because they're sketches, but they're still interesting in their own way. I particularly like these collages of exaggerated expressions. I've seen plenty of different artists do these type of compilations, and it always feels like they're trying to find the walls of their own ability, if that makes any sense. How much can they morph and stretch a face to better communicate an emotion? How much can they exaggerate while not losing touch with the character's original design? Quite a bit, it seems. And then there's a good amount of drawings that are the complete opposite of emotional and expressive too. There were way more of these type of drawings than I was expecting. When I look at these, I can't help but wonder how much Orenji gives themselves into their art. Like, whether or not the sadness or seeming bitterness in some of these are a reflection of their own mental state. That's the armchair psychologist in me talking. Maybe they just randomly felt like drawing sad characters, and that's all there is to it. I really don't know, but man, I kind of wish I did. To go on a tangent, what drives a person to do the art that they do is fascinating, and to some extent gets to the core of their character. Are they big on experimenting, or motivated to grind out the same thing over and over until it's perfect? Or do they draw things and then throw them away to move on to the next thing? Those are the kind of questions that run through my mind sometimes when I look at art. I think knowing the personal stories or emotions behind a work can really color a piece in a completely different light. Anyways, when I take all of Orenji's works into account, I can't help but feel almost impressed. I'm impressed at the obvious dichotomy of it. This probably sounds stupid as an interpretation, but to me, it's like a testament to the complexities or drive a single person can feel. I mean, they've dedicated years to this craft, and these pieces are the completely different fruits of that labor. I've given a lot of thought to Orenji stuff, maybe too much thought. I've considered whether or not the completely contrasting material Orenji draws makes them deceptive, or two-faced, or a shill to what may make money, but didn't come up with a satisfying answer. I say that because I don't know this person. You don't know this person. So that just leaves us to our own interpretations, and that's okay. The consumption of art is kind of a personal endeavor. Anyways, I'll stop rambling and wrap this up. Orenji draws lolly characters, not safe for work drawings, memes, and wholesome art. Their style has an interesting way of walking the line between degenerate and cute. When they're not walking that line, their art is wistful or somber, and their sketches are expressive and playful. In the end, would I recommend checking out their stuff? I don't know. Wholesome Orenji's Twitter is mostly safe and not explicit as of the time I've uploaded this video. It's definitely more ecchi than explicit, so take that for what you will. In conclusion, while Wholesome Orenji is probably not wholesome, that's okay. I mean, after all, they did get me thinking about a lot of other things. Things like anime culture, personal motivation, artistic interpretation, and smug lollies.
I can be a werewolf if you want me to, if you want me.
That's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I am almost at 20k subs, and I'm hoping to get there before the end of the year, so sub to the channel. Do it. Other things, I've been planning on casually streaming on YouTube again so I can better connect with you guys. I really just gotta find it in me to just do it. This probably sounds weird, but I'm kind of afraid of you guys. But I'll do it. I'll try to stream because I owe it to you guys and I want to do it. I hope to see you on stream sometime. Recommend me random artists or something. I don't know. Anyways, that's all I've got. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
I know when it's time to let the dog decide.